Welcome to Judith Henry Designs and the assembly video for the Old Rose Platform pop-up card. This is a print and cut design which can also be cut from individual pieces. The left side of this slide is the print and cut version, while the right side has the parts cut from individual cardstock. Both versions have layers to create the pop-up mechanism and movable parts. This is an example of the front cover. To start the project, you will need to decide on the color palette to use. I began by first finding a watercolor image of a wild rose and a matching plaid image. These were printed front and back on two 8.5 by 11 cardstock. I also selected a matching colored solid from AC cardstock for the cover. The palette for this design is included in the cutting file. Use this to locate and change the colors to fit your background selection. I used the Silhouette Cameo with Design Studio to cut my pieces. The Edit menu contains Select by Color option. Use the Fill option will bring up the colors on the file. Example, change the flower to a rose red. The pieces in a cutting file are stacked for print and cut, but you can change any piece to cut from individual cardstock. You will need a separate layer and give each piece a line color. Let's start by assembling the cover. This is a 5 by 7 card. When cutting, do not cut the score lines even at a kiss or score setting. This will weaken the hinge. Score the center fold line on the inside at 5 inches. Fold and make sure to use a bone folder to set the fold throughout the assembly. This is an important step. Also, opening the fold in the opposite direction helps with the mechanism to work better. I personally like to cut the top open layer of the cover flower. It gives a nice tactile look to the design. Place in the upper portion of the cover, since this design also has a belly band to wrap around the card to keep it closed. Notice there are several pieces that I chose to cut from colored cardstock instead of print and cut. The platform is cut from double-sided cardstock. There are 2 reversed image pieces which should be carefully matched at the fold. There are several videos on folding and assembly of a platform card. Making the fold is a valley fold except the last one, which is a mountain fold. Follow the measurements in the cutting file. Again, do not cut the fold lines. On my scoring board, I have a running pencil down several spots to help line up odd-shaped pieces. The 2 pieces in the platform that are glued together with a narrow double-stick adhesive, the flower tabs on the edge, will eventually be glued down to form a heart-shaped platform. The 2 pages are attached to the cover at the side edge. Align one side to the edge, having equal borders on 3 sides. The other edge is aligned in a similar fashion. The center seam and pedestal is not glued all the way to the fold, which allows free movement. Now it's time to add the heart-shaped piece under the platform. Each little flower base is folded in half. The edge is placed against the fold on each of the uprises. Others can be attached at different spots. Oh, a little confusion as to which one goes where. They're glued down on both sides, and the flower petals too, or the leaves. You could have the leaves going up or down. I have chosen to have them both going down. There are two more spots that you could add the little uprisers at the top of the heart, or at the bottom of the heart. Leaves going up or down. I think I like them best at the bottom, so we'll put these there. There is a little platform edge underneath the heart that it attaches to. I'm starting with the center flower. Notice how the flower is folded. It bends inward. That way when the card is open, it looks like it's blooming. You don't need to glue it completely to the tops, just maybe on the top edges. That gives it a little moving room when you fold it. The same is done with all the little ones underneath. They're folded in half and placed in their little holder spots. These little flowers could have been done in a lighter color. Add a little variation. There's one piece that I do not show putting on this card. I chose not to, but it comes with a kit. The one I did with the piecing instead of the print and cut has a leaf border that goes around the heart. You need to put that on before you assemble the top flowers. There are a lot of other little pieces that are included in the kit. These are rose hips and a lot of other little leaves that you can put on. Add the embellishments the way you want to. Don't use them. Use some of your own, but it makes a very nice card. Thank you for watching my video.